Good morning, friends. Welcome back. I'm Christine of Side Street Market, and it is time to pack our weekend orders. So I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think we have 12 orders to pack, and as always, I do hardest to easiest. So we have some ceramic, we have some glass, we have some littles, we have a bunch of clothes, which is exciting. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get right in. And if you want to see the solds for these, they will have been in yesterday's Monday What Sold video, except for this cookie jar, because this happened on Sunday. That'll be in next week's What Sold. So stay tuned to that. So all these sales came in Friday night through Sunday night. I did not have a chance to pack at all this weekend, so we are packing before work today. Etsy has picked up again. I'm telling you, Christmas is hot. So get that Christmas listed, guys. The most watched thing in my Etsy shop right now is Christmas. So the first thing we have here is this vintage canister. It's Home Collection Stoneware Taiwan, 1991, and it does still have a seal. It does still seal, so we want to make sure that gets taken care of, and that'll be our first item we are packing today. And it is still warm here in Florida, so of course the air conditioning is still going, and if the sound is going in and out at first, I apologize, guys. I can't tell until I'm editing. Alright, we've got this pretty well packed. We want to get the lid on, and you know what that means. I have a lid, so we've got to get out the painter's tape to get this guy on here really well so it does not move. We do not want this to move at all. And this guy is still moving just a little bit, but I think we're okay because it has a seal. So I'm going to press this one down pretty hard to try to get it to not move. And I think we are pretty good there. Now with cylinder pieces, I know the temptation is to fold it this way, but what I actually do to save paper, here we go. So I'm going to roll this at first to get the sides protected. I'm going to put my phone on Do Not Disturb, so I power hour this. And we're just going to roll until, because what I've had happen on ceramic canisters is the sides get whacked and then it shatters on the side, and you think the sides are pretty solid, but that's what happens. And now we have a little bit more paper on top, so we're just going to fold this over. And now we're going to do it the other way. I'm going to double it up to protect that base. And like I said, it's always best to get the ones you don't want to pack the most out of the way first, so by the end it is easy peasy. There we go. I have a feeling this is going to be a 10 by 10 by 10 situation when we are all said and done. Oops, sliding all over the place here. There we go. And I know I promised you guys a list, so I'm going to try to link stuff down below in this video. I've just got to find everything I use that I buy on Amazon. I want to see where we are. Oops, I'm having a little bit of trouble this morning, friends. Oh. You know, you ever have one of those days where the tape doesn't want to cooperate and you're like trying to hurry? It's one of those Mondays, my friends. So yeah, we've got 10 by 10 by 10 situation going on here. So I do want to put just a little bit more, like I'm concerned about this side right here. So I am just going to do another little double piece and just kind of roll up this side just to make sure it's protected, because now that I've sold this piece, I really don't want it to break. It did sit for a little while. But yeah, we will definitely be using a 10 by 10 by 10, and I might actually have one already put together. There we go. Let me see. I have a couple of heart pieces today, and then the rest should be pretty easy peasy. Guys, I am having a morning. My tape is like sticking to everything. It's knocking all my business cards over. All right, I'm gonna take a deep breath. I'm just gonna take a breath and it'll be okay. Let's organize here a little bit, get some stuff out of the way. All right, we got this. So I'm just taping the top of it, and now my tape went back down. Okay, we got this. All right. So I'm just taping across the top, horizontal, vertically, because it is ceramic. It is heavy. All right. It's a little bit taller, so I'm sorry if you guys can't completely see in. There we go. We need our paper. And then we're going to stick this in right in the middle of that paper. Nice and snug in there. Look at that. I am going to paper this all the way around rather than do the packing peanuts, just to kind of give it a little extra protection. So this was an Etsy purchase. One of 3 Etsy sales this weekend. I did not have any Mercari sales this weekend. It was Etsy, eBay, and Poshmark. This guy definitely needs more down on the side here. There we go. And now we may peanut around the edges just a little bit, but we need one of our cards. And we need our thank you. And I hope I didn't put too much paper on the bottom that this is going to be a problem, because that is, I hear that handle just a little bit, makes me a little nervous. So we'll just get some good packing peanut around the edges, just like that, not too much. There we go. Okay, and then we'll do this. To kind of give it that extra protection, I want this piece like that. There we go. Now I'm putting a little holder piece, just so it stays for me, in theory. There we go. And we're going to do one this way. And that was one of our largest pieces for this weekend of sales. Coming in at 4 pounds, 1 ounce canister. Okay, next we have some glass. We have quite a bit of glass that sold this weekend. I'm noticing a trend of milk glass selling. My milk glass is selling, which is exciting. So this is a silver crest pedestal piece, possibly Fenton, pre-1970s, unmarked. We do want to be very careful of these ruffles. So we're going to put our paper in there just like that. I'm going to pull over some paper. And really kind of layer it up. and then put the ruffles right on it. So we have tons of layers protecting those ruffles, because that is super important. I could have also probably put a little bit of packing paper around that base, but we have a lot of layers going on, so I think we'll be okay. Because what you don't want is any of your ruffles to crack in transit. And see, like once we tuck this over, you've got a nice edge. And you guys know I love glass, so I'm used to packing glass, and I'm out of tape. Please hold. I know the other week my sales were kind of down. So basically since June, I've had to toggle my shops on and off of sale mode almost every week. I've had different levels of sales running in my eBay, Etsy, to try and get the hard goods sold. Now I can actually feel a ruffle right here. That did not get covered very well. So we're gonna take some more paper, bubble wrap, and fold it up. And we're just gonna cover that edge, because I don't want to be feeling that. And we want to make sure that is protected. Let's see how this side feels. This side feels good as well. I'm going to do just a little bit more because I'm really nervous with this glass. We're going to turn it sideways since we've been protecting these sides, just to clean it up a little. There we go. And this will probably be a 12 by 10 by 6er. Once you've been doing it for a while, you kind of get a feel for things. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be a 12 by 10 by 6er. I do still feel a little bit of ruffle on this side. So I'm just going to take one piece this time and kind of put it in fours and just kind of make sure we're good to go there. And there you go. Put our thank you. Let's see if I was right. 12 by 12 by 6, yep. This is a 12 by 12 by 6 from Uline. You guys can see right there. And these were our biggest two pieces. So yeah, like I said, seasonal. I'm noticing a trend of seasonal decor is selling. White milk glass is selling for me. Although I do price my milk glass pretty inexpensive to keep it moving. And like I said, I've had 25% off sales running in my eBay and Etsy store to try to just move out some hard goods for the season. So now when I pack this, I am going to not pack it with the pedestal down. I'm going to pack it with the ruffles down so that the padding holds up the ruffles a bit and protects them. And this will probably be about an hour ship with me video at least, guys. So hang in there. Get you your beverage or coffee. And I've also noticed a trend. I am selling a lot to Texas and California. A lot to Texas and California. Okay. We've got that nestled in there. My card was on the bottom, so now we're going to fill. I had 3 sips of coffee, guys. We're going to fill it with packing peanuts. I just got my order in, so I get those on eBay. There we go. Make sure this is all, because these will shift. We want to protect it this way so when they go to open it with a box cutter, they do not cut across the plastic. We're going to fold it this way. And I managed to lose my tape gun. How did I do that? Did I put it in the box? Oh, it's over here. So there you go, guys. I did have a cardboard incident this morning. while I was restocking. Never fails. Alright, so let's see, 12 by 12 by 6. This guy is going to weigh in at, I put it on too soon and now my scale's going nuts. Alright, hold on. Whew. 3 pounds, 2 ounce. Silver crest. Alright, now let's get to the littles, because I like me some littles. We sold a little fish and a little shot glass. So, I'm really looking forward to my October coupon. I have a subscription on eBay, and if you have a subscription, I have a premium subscription, so I get a $50 coupon, and I like to buy these, the 4x4x4. So, I am almost out. So when October comes, I will get a new coupon and I can order some more boxes and some more supplies. So we're gonna get these made up for my littles. There we go, there's one. And one of these boxes weighs 3 ounces. So this I got at Renninger's Mount Dora in January. It's a toothpick holder, it's slag glass, it's swans, and it's amberina. So we don't need a whole lot for this guy. Just going to use 2 pieces here. Fold it over. Make sure those swan heads are protected. That is important and key. And then we fold in the bubble wrap on these. Love a little piece of glass, makes life a lot easier. We're going to check it for box size. We are good so far. Then I'm going to do one of these. Alright. Then we're still good. Can you guys see that? Because you have to leave room for the flap, so I'm going to put it this way. I need a little bit of paper. Just a half a sheet that we're going to fold over, and we're just going to wedge this guy right on down in there. So he is all snuggled and protected. Our card goes on top, and he is done. There we go, all nice, nothing's happening to that guy. I pull my tape out, I run the tape around once, done. And this is the swan. Because where you have to be very careful is when you have the same size box that you don't mix up what you're shipping. So we have the swan at 9 ounces. Next we will have the fish. And I had some paper over here, so let me just get that torn up. This one we have to be very careful of the points. And this one probably should actually go into 6x6x3. So here is our beautiful, I got this at my birthday trip in May to St. Petersburg, Florida at the Antique Gallery of St. Pete, I think is what it was called. The Antique Galleries, where I spent like $1,700 on glass. May have gone a little bit crazy. Yeah, so this guy, we're going to do the paper a little different. We're just going to stuff some paper in the bottom and then kind of wedge him down on top, because I'm a little concerned about those points. I don't want to do too much to hurt the points. And then we're going to put it in like this. So it's, and what's nice is that this is a bit of a thicker box, so I don't think we're going to have issues with the points breaking. There we go. We are rocking and rolling here. Alright. So that was the fish, and that weighs in at 10 ounces. 3 ounces of that is the box. Alright, so next, let's see, we'll ship, this guy was just a little acrylic sun catcher. I'm going to use a 6x6x3 box. Some people might ship these in envelopes, but I'm afraid of the plastic cracking, you know. So I use my little 6x6x3. Go. Have some paper. Alright. going to get this bubble wrapped very well. So this is just a cute acrylic, sparkly, kind of 90s, 80s sun catcher. I remember I bought a whole bunch of sun catchers when I was doing Whatnot to put in my buy it now section of my glass sales. Back when it was, if you buy something, then you get cheaper shipping. But since I'm not doing Whatnot, I'm trying to sell off the sun catchers now because, you know, every little bit helps, but they're not like huge sellers. So there you go. We're just gonna get some paper wedged in there. Want to keep it nice and light. Thank you card. Make sure it's only one. Okay. Wedge in the rest on top. This is only one sheet of paper. And now I know it's going to get there safe. Alright, and that was the sun catcher. Alright, where'd you go? Always losing the pen. Coming in at 6 ounces. Okay, next we have a little thing. We have a pair of Monet clip earrings. I always keep my plastic bags, so they're these little kind of like pinky purple clip earrings. So those go in a jewelry box, just like that. My card goes on top to hold them in place. When you shake it, you do not hear them, which is what you want for transport, so people don't realize there's jewelry. A 9x7 poly mailer, the box goes in, and you're done. That's how I ship pretty much any jewelry that will fit in one of those little 3x3 boxes. This is a little bit of an older envelope, and since my garage is so hot, I do put extra tape, just in case the sticky is so sticky it doesn't stick. You got that? Sticky, so sticky, doesn't stick. So we have earrings that are 2 ounces and 9x7. Done. Love jewelry. Okay. So next up we have something that I'm not sure how I'm going to ship this. I sold a set of lights. So I got these for $1 at the flea market. They are these cute little acrylic Christmas lights. So I think what we're going to do is, this is one I really have no idea how to ship. So, I want to make sure they don't break. I think what we're going to do is, I have a 10x8x6 box over here already. You know what? No, I'm going to use a 10x10x4. We're going to use a 10x10x4, and we're going to work through this together. I think these sold for like $10 on sale or something. I gave it a shot. I'm like, I don't know if people will buy lights online like this, but someone may already have a set, and be looking for more. So how I'm going to do this is, I'm going to get a piece of paper in, and then I'm going to throw in some bubble wrap that is still connected to my wheel thing. And then I'm going to kind of, I think, just kind of lay these in like that. And then make sure, like, just kind of cover them really good in the bubble wrap. Like that. Make sure the sides are all tucked down. And I think that'll kind of do it, because they're protected. There we go. I'm not squishing them too much. We'll put our card on top. Thank you sticker. And we'll do it that way. And then next, guys, all we have left is clothing. So we're going to do that. I don't want to use packing peanuts because that'll be a pain for them to get out. I think I'm going to just stuff some paper over the top. so it doesn't really move. And there we go, guys. Lights are shipped. There you go. And I'm using up some boxes I had pre-built, because sometimes I'll build them and then the item won't fit. So now let's see what this weighs though. I'm curious. 1 pound 6 ounces. So this is the lights at 1 pound 6 ounces. And now I'm so excited, guys, because now we're down to the easy stuff. Like, we're done with the super hard clothes. Okay, so first up, we'll do some Poshmark. We have a Poshmark bundle. This lady bought a leopard shirt from me and a mala necklace. So she bought this nice leopard shirt. It is a new tag torrid, super soft knit, long sleeve fit and flare blouse, size 0. I've had this for about a year. I just relisted it. And then she bought this handmade mala necklace from me. So I think how we're gonna roll, Side Street Market. So this was when I used to resell them. I used to go to shows. It tells what the necklaces and everything are. So we're gonna go ahead and put that in one of our boxes. Just like that, so it's all nice and protected. We're gonna tape it up. And then what I'm gonna do, which might seem like a little bit crazy, is I'm gonna stick that, in a poly mailer, because I don't want these corners, tearing holes in the shirt in transit. You know what I mean? So we're gonna stick that in there like that. We're gonna close this up. Just like that, so we don't get stuff anywhere. And now let me get that folded. And now Poshmark is different because Poshmark can go priority mail. So I've got to make sure I remember which ones are my Poshmark orders. I may have to go grab my phone because I know I sold another piece on Poshmark this weekend. And I'm going to pack like that. And just like that, guys. So that nothing happens to it. And so that the envelope doesn't do anything. You can kind of feel the box, but yeah, I gotta go grab my phone. Just like that. Just like that. Is going to go into one of the priority envelopes. Just like that. And usually I print out my Poshmark labels ahead of time. I forgot this time. So now when I find my pen, we're gonna put, woo! We're moving and shaking here. Poshmark leopard. So I remember. Okay, that is done. Our next Poshmark was a green torrid top. So let me get my paper out here. I only bought this a week or two ago at the Goodwill. It's this green kind of tunic, torrid, size 1, tie front blouse. Really pretty for the holiday season. I just printed out more cards this morning because I ran out of my Poshmark cards. So we love having clothing at the end because it's so easy. Stay. Stay. Okay. And some of my cards printed askew, I guess. Alright. Thank you. Priority mail Tyvek. And also, I will say, I sold 3 torrid pieces this weekend. 3 fall torrid pieces. So torrid is starting to pick up for me a little bit. Some of the newer fall pieces I found. So this is torrid green. Okay. Now, I think we have 2 items left, and I think those were both eBay. So this was my little my little list for today. So this next one, I was happy to see this sell. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous dress. It is a Jessica Howard size 16 black chiffon cocktail dress. Kind of gothic, perfect for the holiday season. This was actually mine. I wore it for 2 or 3 holiday parties. The waist is just a little snug nowadays, so I am ready for it to move on. I think it sold, I took an offer of 30, which considering I've had it for a few years, I've worn it 2 or 3 times, $20-something in my pocket after fees. I'm happy, and it gets to move on to a new home and new life. So we've got our eBay paper. This is going to have to go on one of my slightly bigger poly mailers because it's just a little bit thicker. I also get these on Amazon. They're the slightly bigger guys. So as you can see, we're going to speed through the end here because now it is all just left. This is 1 pound 3 ounce dress. All right. I am going to cut this next piece in half because we have 2 more eBay pieces left. And not bad, guys. Under 30 minutes, 11 items. I think I ship faster when I'm hanging out talking to you guys. So this, I knew would sell really well. This is the Torrid Harper top. The Harper is a style of a pullover floral. It's super soft. It's almost like a fleece rayon. Sorry for the lighting, guys. There we go. This sold within, I think, a week or 2 of me listing and purchasing. My clothing, I'm really behind on my hard good listings. Like, I'm months behind from when I purchased, but the clothing, usually within a month of purchase, it's listed, and I'm starting to sell some stuff, so I'm getting a rhythm, guys. So this is the Harper Floral, and I do have some eBay bags, and this bag is the 12.5 by 10. Make sure we put our card on that. There we go. So we have the Harper Floral 12.5 by 10, and she is 8 ounces. And then we have our last piece, guys, which I love this when I found it. I'm so excited it's sold. It is this really cool, they call it mixed media because it's a whole different type of materials. It's this really pretty kind of little blazer deal. It's got like purples, it's got lace, it's got crochet. There you go. You can kind of see it there. It's got this cute little frog closure detail. Thank you, Erin, for helping me figure that out. Really, really, really pretty piece. It is by Violet K, which is, there was, what was it? My friend Erin was helping with this. She said it looked like, I think, an Alexander brand, and it turned out Violet K is part of that brand. But just really pretty. This one, I think, went to Florida, so it doesn't have far to travel today. And this will be our last piece, guys. So I hope you're enjoying these ship with me videos. I'm going to toss them out as I can when I have some good items. When the holiday season comes, it may get a little too hectic, but I'll try to throw you an occasional video. And that is it, guys. So within 38 minutes, we have packed 11 items. Thankfully, we had a lot of clothes, which make it a lot easier. 1.5 by 10, so this is the jacket. Coming in at 8 ounces. And that's it, guys. Thanks for hanging out. If you liked the video, remember to give it a thumbs up, leave feedback below, and I will see you all soon.